here's the thing. I never claimed to be some saint per se, or celibate for the last 6 years of my single life. Like, I was single.
The Bachelorette contestant turned Bachelor contestant is in some hot water and serious drama amid the airing of the newest season of The Bachelor, where he has already made quite the mess of things. Let's hope he braces himself for impact, because it's been revealed that Clayton Echard slept with both Rachel and Susie, both contestants in his season vying for his love. The former football player who dreamed of going pro, a dream that sadly never happened, who now works as a sales representative for a medical device company, is now front and center in his bid to find forever love with one of the female contestants on this season of The Bachelor. But he seems more intent on living out some drama as we watch the season unfold. Today we're covering the Bachelor contestant Clayton Echard. Tomorrow though, you decide. Let us know in the comments down below who you think we should cover on the next episode of Where Are They Now? And please don't forget to hit that like button so you can be notified when we post our next video. Let's get into it, shall we? Clayton Echard was born in Eureka, Missouri and began playing football in the 6th grade. Starting out as a defensive lineman, he did really well for himself throughout his high school career. Though he didn't receive any scholarship offers, he attended Missouri State to play football as a walk-on member, which basically means he wasn't recruited but traditionally tried out for the team. He made the team but was redshirted in his freshman season. He became a tight end in his 2nd season and played a few games, but honestly, he only had modest success in comparison to those who are more likely to enter into the NFL draft. That being said, he did sign with the Seattle Seahawks in 2016, but he was cut that same year, and so ended his professional career as a football player. After he graduated from university, with honors by the way, Clayton entered into the sales industry for a fancy medical device company, basically marketing the device to hospitals. Then last year in July 2021, Clayton was announced as one of 34 other men who were competing for the love of Michelle Young on her season of The Bachelor. Clayton unfortunately was cut pretty early from the season because although he was viewed by everyone, including the Bachelorette, as humble and kind, she just didn't feel that spark with him. He finished in 8th place, and fans were pretty heartbroken to see him go. That was until he was announced as the Bachelor, who would choose between 35 women with the goal of marriage at the end of the show. Fans seemed to really like Clayton because of his sweet demeanor, and they grew even more excited when it was announced before the program even began airing that Clayton was successful in finding love in this season. And then Clayton's season began, and we started watching all the insane drama unfolding. In a wildly unorthodox manner that has never been seen before by Bachelor Nation, Clayton has basically fallen for 3 women at the same time. Even though there are still several episodes left to air this season, the drama is insane. On the very first night of airing, there's a segment called the Super Tease, where the whole season is kind of teased for what's ahead. And on that night, it was revealed that Clayton fell for 3 women and slept with 2 of them. The Bachelor star then revealed in an interview that he revealed that bombshell because he wanted to be open about his actions in the house, even if it did hurt a lot of people. Despite seeming like the sweet Midwestern boy in The Bachelorette, and he may possibly be a well-meaning person, the man is stirring up drama in a way that the audience has never seen before on previous seasons. While Clayton has stated that he doesn't have any regrets about his conduct during the season, he did say, quote, "Looking back at it now, I could have done some things differently, and in a better way than I did what I thought was best at the time. That was 100% me." He then said that people are going to see some mistakes, which he hopes to turn into teaching moments down the line. I mean, 2 women were already kicked out of the house before the show even began. And as the newest episodes are unveiled, it seems apparent that tons of hearts are broken as Clayton enters into a love triangle with contestants Rachel and Susie. We don't know yet who he ends up falling in love with, and sleeping with these women is an insane play. Whoever he ends up with will know exactly what happens as each episode airs. Clayton has already had to issue an apology for his actions on The Bachelor. In one episode, he had sent home the wrong woman. Shanae filled the role of the villain in this season when she targeted Elizabeth Corrigan and accused her of faking her neurodivergence and lying about how bad her mental disability was. Clayton had assumed that it was just petty drama between the girls, and so he sent home Elizabeth, who was the subject of the bullying. Fans were livid, and as soon as the episode aired, when Clayton got to see the extent and behind the scenes of what had really gone down, he issued an apology statement. He posted to his Instagram story that he was sorry for not defending her, and that if he had known what he does now, after seeing the point of view of the camera, he, quote, would have immediately sent Shayna home for for making fun of you for being neurodivergent. But some fans think too little, too late. Clayton was warned by several women in the house about Shanae's actions, but he chose to keep her in the house because he was so attracted to her, effectively ignoring the warning signs. One Twitter user wrote, quote, "He only apologized because everyone was giving him crap on Twitter. We will see if this changes. They always say this, but then you never see a change." Other fans think that the producers intentionally kept the extent of the bullying hidden from Clayton to perpetuate more drama in the house. Either way, people are pretty split on his actions. Even as recently as February 23rd, Clayton stated that he was nervous about his season on The Bachelor and that there may be a bigger storm coming as we see more episodes. Even in his apology statement, he said that, quote, "Overall, the experience for me watching hasn't been fun, simply because I'm seeing all the damage that I caused. I really meant well, but my actions weren't always the best as I now can see the repercussions from my decisions." It's also been revealed that Clayton went to previous Bachelor contestants for advice on how to handle the online scrutiny for his decisions. A source stated, quote, "Clayton is so concerned with how things will play out that he even reached out to former Bachelors for their advice and support." Only as we watch will we finally get the full understanding of why Clayton is so fearful for this season to continue. The newest episode to air revealed a group date where women were basically going to therapy with one another, and in what seems to be a cruel bid to force these women to forcefully open up about the trauma in their lives, he becomes upset with one contestant, Genevieve, when she wasn't ready to reveal her personal details. A lot of people on Twitter were rightfully upset at this weird scenario that both Clayton and the producers have put the girls into. One Twitter user commented, quote, "They've reached a new low. Confess everything and be vulnerable? When does he have to be questioned by a therapist?" And it seems like everyone is heavily scrutinizing this Bachelor, even more so than previous seasons. It seems now that he's seemingly warning that it's going to get worse. Fans are starting to fear for the worst, but only time will tell just how shocking and dramatic this season will get. He should definitely be bracing for backlash, especially given how brutal the internet is already being about it. But we do need to keep in mind just how manipulative producers can be in this season, as their whole prerogative is to try and force as much drama as possible and not look out for the well-being of both the contestants and the Bachelor in question. What do you think is going to be the big shock this season for Clayton? How do you feel about him revealing that he slept with 2 different women on the show? Let us know in the comments down below, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and let us know if we should keep up with The Bachelor as it goes on. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Where Are They Now? I've been your host, Sierra. See you next time.